Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Miley, and I am here to give you all a collective message for the week of April 20th through the 26th, 2025. Before we jump right into your reading, I would like for you to know that you have free will to listen to the message that I channel today through the cards, and I hope that regardless of the decision you make, you will make your decision based on your own inner guidance. Because this is a general reading, parts of the channeled message may or may not resonate. So if it does not resonate, release and do not force it to resonate for whatever your life situation may be at the time you are seeing this video. Now that I've said that, let's get right into your reading. For your tarot cards, you have the Two of Wands reversed, the King of Wands reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. I'm getting from the Two of Wands paired with the Page of Cups that you don't have time for frivolous things, fun things you enjoy. It would be like having a child and telling them that you have to reschedule a fun activity for the week because you have to handle some adult things that need to be addressed and you can't put them off. Or you're so busy with life that you are just not prioritizing what your inner child enjoys as a form of relaxation, as a way to help you decompress from the stressors that you had to deal with for the day. And from the King of Wands reverse, I'm getting this pent up energy that's building inside of you because you haven't had the time to release this energy inside of you. This energy feels like it can leave you feeling irritable very easily. You may accidentally lash out at someone because of this energy. You could be really busy and stressed out on your way to work, and you go to your coffee shop to get your usual order, and you could be giving the barista a nasty attitude that you didn't mean to give, but it comes off that way. And if you were to realize what you've done, I'm sure you would have apologized and said that you're just having a bad day and you didn't mean to take it out on this person. Some of you could be really exhausted by the end of the week. I am picking up on something completely separate from this, but I'm getting that some of you may do something for attention. I'm picking up on this seeking approval energy from the Page of Cups. The King of Wands is telling me that some will do what they can to get the attention that they are seeking, even if it means stepping on others to get to the top. There is a letting go of morals that is happening. It feels like someone is acting out from an inner child wound. If this person has ever tried to heal this wound in a healthy way, it feels as though they would be experiencing a relapse. It's like they completely forgot what they learned, or I'm hearing they forgot their training. They would be experiencing a setback in their progress because of this. I'm picking up on this fearful energy, like someone is operating from a selfish space because they are unsure if they will be okay. Some form of a foundation is becoming unstable, and so this person is trying to do what they can to make it stable again, even if it means hurting others in the process. They are rushing to fix things immediately because they don't know, or I would say they don't believe that everything will be all right. And a third, completely separate message that I am picking up on is that there will be those out there this week who are afraid to do something that could create change. For example, someone could have a talent in the arts, but they are too shy to put themselves out there and show the world what they have to offer when it comes to their art. This could be singing, writing, painting, you get the point. And so this person would rather choose the life they are currently living that isn't as fulfilling to them as it could be, because they are not giving their inner child the space to shine how they want to shine in the world, and in them not sharing what they have to offer the world. This suppressed energy is showing up in other ways, such as being irritated with the world around them because they are too afraid to let themselves be different and be themselves, instead of blaming themselves for the choices they are choosing to make. They are blaming the world for their problems with life. In the Two of Wands reversed, these people would rather choose the safe option, which would be to work their 9 to 5, come home, eat, sleep, repeat. And there's nothing inherently wrong with the safe option, but people who are choosing this option, who really would rather strive for something different in their life, are feeling miserable because they are not utilizing their fullest potential. It's like they have this gut feeling that they could be doing something so much more in this world, and they are infuriated with the fact that they either don't know what to do to get to that point, or they are infuriated with the fact that people aren't noticing them for what they are trying to give. Their efforts are going unnoticed, and this could take a toll on their energy or their confidence, because I'm getting that they could decide to give up on their dream. Things may not feel fair to them. They may develop feelings of jealousy towards those that they want to be like, those that are living the lifestyle that this person wants for themselves. Maybe the plan they were using to get the attention they wanted was an unworkable plan, and they are feeling a little discouraged by everything. The Seven of Wands reversed is here in your reading, and another example of how others this week could be afraid to create change is that a group of people may agree that they don't like how things are ran in a space. Maybe you're at work and certain rules have changed that you and your coworkers don't approve of. I'm not necessarily seeing anyone doing anything about it. Everyone is afraid to kind of stand up and say something that would drive attention towards themselves. I'm picking up on someone saying that they don't want to come off as someone who is looking for trouble, so they are choosing to keep their mouths shut. No one is coming together to create a plan to create positive change. At this point, everything is all talk and no action. People could be fearful of the consequences that could be handed out if they were to show that they disapproved of the recent changes that has occurred. And whomever is supposed to represent the King of Wands, they could be the one that people are afraid to step up to and challenge. People are actively choosing the safe option as a way to protect themselves from the wrath of the King of Wands reversed. These people want to get out of the King of Wands way as much as possible. The next tarot card that has come out for this week's reading is the Ten of Wands upright, and it feels like a burden that was placed on everyone's shoulders that they don't want to deal with, but they are too afraid to drop everything. It's like someone keeps giving you responsibilities you didn't ask to take, but you are accepting them, even if you are already experiencing burnout. It's like you're saying, I don't want to cause any problems with anyone, so just let me get through the week and I should be fine and I'll get things done and over with. Some of you are really looking forward to the weekend or your next day off to get away from what has been causing you stress. It feels like there are a lack of boundaries in place that would allow for you to have a healthy balance of work and play. It's like it's all work and then some time to sleep and then you're back at work. There's no time and space for a break to happen. As far as you're concerned, there is no time for fun for you this week. It is a choice that some of you are choosing to make. I'm picking up on not meeting a deadline for something, so you have to take time out of your free time to work on what you were late for. You're canceling plans that you initially had prepared a while back, but now you can't make it to your original plans. I'm getting that some of you didn't follow the original plan that you had for yourself, and that could be why you're experiencing a setback now. Maybe you're a student and you promised yourself that you would work on an essay bit by bit to not stress yourself out, to make sure that the essay was submitted on time, but you didn't follow through with that plan. So you not only are stressed to get that essay completed as soon as possible, but it's already late and you had to ask for an extension to finish it. So whatever fun plans you had for the week, you had to cancel them to make sure that you get this paper done by your new due date. And in the Ten of Wands upright, I'm getting that whatever you are trying to hurry up and complete for this week, you can or you will get it done by the time you need to get it done. You just have to make sure that it is a priority and that you don't procrastinate any more than you already have. The Knight of Cups upright is here, and I'm picking up on, again, you needing to maybe negotiate your way to getting what you want. With a student, they may be trying to negotiate with their professor and seeing if they can receive an extension for an assignment. Going back to the attention seeking scenario where you could be trying to do something to get what you want, I'm seeing someone attempting to use their charm in a way that could help them to receive what it is that they want. But a clarifying card for the Knight of Cups upright is the King of Pentacles reversed, and I'm hearing bad business. Someone shouldn't fall for this person's charm, because what is being negotiated could be revealed at some point, and that would look bad for everyone involved. If the person who is using their charm to get what they wanted had coworkers, the coworkers would kind of look down on this person and question their morals and integrity. And to use the artist example, the method in how you are choosing to showcase your work, you may feel is not working. You may feel as though you are not receiving the profit you feel you deserve for your work, and this defeated energy is showing up again in your reading. You may not be receiving the support you feel you need to keep your business alive and thriving, and this is leaving you to feel disheartened. The next tarot cards for this collective reading is the Tower reversed. I'm picking up on nearly avoiding a disaster from happening or from coming your way. I'm getting that in you avoiding this disaster, you learned something valuable that you know not to do if this disaster ever came your way again. I'm hearing someone say, "Thank God I didn't do what I was thinking about doing," or "I learned my lesson this week and I don't want to procrastinate on my work ever again. I was almost late for my extension due date, like I was late for the original due date." Um, I will say that the Seven of Swords is here upright as the clarifying card for the Tower reversed, which does tell me that anyone who is doing sneaky business this week may have just avoided detection. This definitely could have affected their reputation in a negative way. It definitely was a scare moment, and I'm getting that the universe wants to give this person a second chance to learn from this scare, to learn not to do whatever they did again. Whatever they did was either risky or completely dangerous, and it could have left them with the feeling of not knowing how to recover from this dangerous or risky act. The Two of Swords has made an appearance in your reading, and I'm getting a lot of things from this card. The first thing is that I'm sensing paranoia. Someone is consistently looking over their shoulder to check and see if anyone is watching them. This person is clearly trying to avoid detection, and so they are being extremely careful with what they are trying to get away with. And I'm drawn back to the Tower reverse, which is saying that, hey, if you keep this up with trying to get away with sneaky things that you are doing, eventually you will get caught, and you will have no one else to blame for this but yourself. So I suggest you quit while you're ahead. That's what I'm picking up from the Tower reversed. And I'm seeing someone blaming everyone else for the disaster that was uncovered and not looking at how this person played a part in all of this. There is a refusal to hold themselves accountable for the choices that they made. The Two of Swords is highlighting a bunch of people being in a state of turmoil. They are scrambling, trying to figure out how to clean up the disaster that has appeared. In the Two of Swords, if anyone this week is faced with the feelings of regret about the choices you made in the past, I'm getting to not take your anger or frustrations out on others for something they didn't do or had no part of. That is something that you may need to deal with and process on your own, and hold yourself accountable for the choices you choose to make in the past. I'm getting that emotions could be running high this week, and there will be some who may not know how to healthily process these big emotions. Again, the Page of Cups with the inner child wound, a lot of people may have never learned how to properly, healthily express certain big emotions. Some may choose to suppress them, others try to detach from them, or they express them in a way that could be dangerous if not careful. I'm getting that if you do end up falling into any of these categories, the next tarot card to show up in your reading is the Hierophant upright, which is here to say to seek guidance. The first thing that I heard was go to God. The second thing I heard was go to therapy. These could be your options that the universe is wanting to present to you to help you healthily navigate your way through these big emotions and these major events that are happening in your life. Go to someone who has the trusted wisdom to share and to help you make sense of everything that is happening in your life. The final tarot card for your reading is the Three of Cups upright with the Nine of Cups reversed as the clarifying card, which tells me that many of you will be celebrating something this week. I'm seeing people partying and socializing and drinking to celebrate making it through the week, because the energy for this week does feel a little heavy, but at some point during the week you will be able to turn this energy around and shift your mood from being agitated to feeling relaxed and feeling like you can enjoy life and have fun again. Maybe it's the fact that you made it through the week, or you did eventually complete what you wanted to complete. I'm also getting that you may be celebrating the fact that you dodged a bullet. In the Nine of Cups reversed, maybe those of you that were trying to be sneaky about something this week realize that it wasn't worth it in the end, and you are ready to move on from everything that has happened this week. Or I'm getting that you don't celebrate anything in particular, but you just want to be out of the house and temporarily escape your worries in the middle of the week. You want to get out and socialize and indulge for a little bit because you're not feeling too great so far this week, and this is your way of trying to get out of that funk that you are in. This may be your way of coping for the week. Moving on from that, now that we are nearing the end of your reading, I would like to give to you your oracle card from the Work Your Light Oracle card stack for the advice you need to receive or the advice you may need to carry with you for the week of April 20th through the 26th of 2025. And the card that came out for you was the protection card that says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, you are being called to protect your energy and call back your power. May all the lost pieces return home now. Take a look at who and what drains your energy. Do not keep your tabs open. Shut down energetically each night. Energetic cords are formed between people, places, objects, and events, so it is important to keep checking in. Your energy and energetic space are sacred, so treat them as such. Keeping your energy clear takes work. As we go through life, we can give away our power, so it is important that we call it back by cutting energetic cords or doing a form of healing known as soul retrieval. Can you think of a traumatic event, relationship, or soul memory that you are being called to call back your power from? Check into your body now and see which chakra feels like it needs a bit of an energetic cleanup. And for your Work Your Light activation, it says hold the card on the chakra or chakras that needs cleaning and repeat the following. I call back any lost soul fragments, power, or light now. Any vows, soul contracts, hexes, or programs from the past or present, from this life or others that are not in the highest good of all, I relinquish now. Any power or light that I have willingly or unwillingly given away or had taken from me, I call back now. Any cords or attachments from this life or others, I release now for the highest good of all. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And with that, I am going to leave your reading here. I hope that the messages within this reading resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope you have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day. See ya!